get started by moving the flesh from the sit bones and sitting tall. And just close the eyes. And place the hands comfortably on the knees. And align the back of the skull with the back of the sacrum. Feel the chin draw in slightly while the back of the neck lengthens, crown of the head lifts. And just like a string of pearls, feel that from the crown of the head, just the dropping down of each and every vertebrae in perfect alignment, honoring the natural curve in the cervical spine, thoracic spine, lumbar and sacral, all the way to the tailbone. And then allow your attention to move into the abdomen. Just watch the rise and fall of the belly. And in the very center of the abdomen, begin to visualize your individual fire. Think of it like the spark that keeps you going. It digests your food, your impressions, your experiences. Just observing fire in the navel center. And just like when we sit around a campfire, on the inhalation, as the fresh air or oxygen comes in, it feeds the flames. They get brighter, stronger, more vibrant. And on the exhalation, there's that puff of smoke as what was burned away is released, maybe a little bit of ash. And keep seeing the breath and the fire in this relationship. Now, just like a regular fire, if the air is erratic, this is not helpful for a steady burning flame, as well as if it's too little, there's not enough oxygen for the fire to stay lit. So see if you can find a stable balance of breath, even inhale, even exhale, Samavriti. After a few rounds of just watching that breath in the belly, begin to expand it. So the inhale fills the belly. See the flames get stronger, and then the breath moves up into the rib cage that widens out to the side. On the exhalation, the navel falls back to the spine, and the rib cage comes closer together. A couple rounds of that two-part breath. Now it's helpful to also bring in Ujjayi as you're doing this breathing practice. That's an ocean wave or whisper type sound to the breath. This too helps to control the flow of breath, as well as sends warmer air into the system. And then finally, breathing into the belly, feeling the rib cage expand out wide. Bring the rest of the breath up into the chest. Feel that full expansion of the heart as well as those spreading wide of the collarbones. And then on the exhalation, navel contracts, rib cage draws closer together, chest softens, collarbones relax. And notice with this expanded breath, does that influence the fire in the navel center? And just like when you breathe on a fire or you use the bellows, you aim it near the base of the fire. And as you heat up the burning hot coals, then the flames grow taller and longer at the top. Send your breath into the coals to start. So now into the pelvic floor. Then see it expand through the abdomen, ribs, and chest. And as you exhale again, lift through the pelvic floor. And exhale, belly, ribs, and chest. Last one here. And then just relax all effort. Take a few moments just to simply feel. Awareness can stay rooted in the fire in the navel center. To just experience. And then we're going to bring our hands together in front of our heart. Let the thumbs touch the sternum. Bow your head to your hands. We'll set the intention for the practice today to work with the navel center and with the fire element, building and expanding that fire so that we can not only clean and purify the physical body, but also increase the prana that flows through the energy channels and clarify the mind, cleaning and clearing out excessive thinking or excessive mentation, so that we can have clear seeing, clear choices, and clear discernment. If there's anything right now going on in your life that's asking you to embody more of this, please bring that into your intention now to state it more personally. And then place those intentions in the heart, surrounding them with unconditional love. And we'll very gradually begin to chant Om 3 times. Ah, O, and is the vibration. Ah in the lower portion of the spine, O in the middle portion, and in the upper. So deep inhale in. Long exhale out to start. Just making space for a deeper inhale here. just gently release, chin deeper to chest. Slowly open the eyes and come back into the room. We're going to begin in tabletop position here. Sit bones to heels. Bring your hands onto your sacrum. Inhale, stand on your knees. Bring your right arm up and over the head. Exhale, sit back on your heels. Bring your hand to your knees. Inhale, bring both arms up over the head. And for the first round, bring your hands back to your sacrum, navel to spine, forward fold into child's pose. Other side, inhale, the left arm lifts up. Expand through the left side body. Exhale, sit back on the heels, tall spine, hand to knee. Inhale, both arms reach up. And again, for this first round, just hands to sacrum, forehead to floor. Good. Do it again. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Exhale, sit back on the heels, right hand down. Inhale, both arms up. And just the left hand comes down to the sacrum. Keep the right arm in alignment with the ear. Notice how much more effort it takes to come down. Inhale, right arm up this time. And exhale, sit back on the heels. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, right hand down. Navel to spine as you come into the forward fold. Inhale, the left arm up, standing on the knees. Exhale, sit back on the heels. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, see if you can maintain arms in alignment with the ears as you come down into child's pose. Inhale, arms in alignment with the ears. Use the strength of the back body to come back up. And exhale, bring the hands down to the sacrum. Just one more like that. Inhale, both arms up. Stand on the knees. See if you can keep both arms in alignment with the ears. It's the hardest part. Navel to spine, child's pose. Inhale, come back up. Flatten out the spine to the best of your ability, expanding that front body. And then just sit back on your heels, tall spine, and rest for a moment. Just notice how that creates some awareness there with the navel center. Tabletop position. Inhale, extend your right arm out, left leg. Exhale, bring your knee to your chest, elbow to your knee. Inhale, extend away again. Exhale, knee to chest, elbow to knee. Good, keep going, 8 more. Inhaling, exhaling. Use your breath to guide you. Notice the strength in the navel. Keep pushing through your supporting limbs. Two more. Come back to tabletop position. Lift the heart, lift the sit bones, and exhale, sit back on your heels, hands into lap, and just take a moment to notice some warmth. So we talk about this fire in the navel center, but our asana gives us an actual physical experience of that heat that can be released through there. Keep concentrating the warmth that you receive from those practices in the navel center as if it were reigniting the fire. Tabletop position again. Inhale, extend the left arm, right leg. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, everything crunches up. Navel hugs the back body. Inhale. Good, 8 more. You can almost think of this like a pump, like a bellows. One more. And again, you're going to sit back on the heels, sit with that tall spine, and just feel the warmth. Good. Coming back into tabletop position. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the sit bones, look up. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, bring your knees to the floor, heart lift, sit bones lift, toes lift behind you. Exhale, modified chaturanga. Inhale, press back up into tabletop, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, 2 breaths. So just warming up the legs, taking our time. Inhale, knees to floor, heart lift, sit bones lift. Exhale, lift the toes, modified chaturanga. Elbows are in. Inhale, press back up, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog for 3 breaths. Good. On the last one, bring knees to floor. Lift the toes. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze elbows tight. Modified chaturanga. Inhale, press back up. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward dog for 4 breaths. And now that you're here for 4 breaths, if you want to bend one knee and press the other heel down, and bend the other knee and press the other heel down, and just move back and forth through the legs a little bit if that feels good, and go ahead and do that. And then on your next inhale, bring knees to floor, toes lift behind you, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up to tabletop, exhale, downward facing dog for 5 full breaths. And here we'll work that alignment. So feet about hip distance apart, toes turned in slightly. That helps to rotate the inner thighs in and back. And then lift the sit bones as high as you can, so elongate the waist. Feeling the heart soften a little closer towards the thighs. On the upper body, roll your shoulder heads away from your ears. Hug the inner elbows toward one another. Press firmly through the web of the index and thumb. And really anchor down through the hands just as much as the feet so that you feel like you have the 4 points of grounding. And then the apex of your triangle, the sit bones can just keep getting lighter and lighter. Instead of sinking in your joints, feel like you're lifting up out of them. 1 more breath here. And then to rest, bring knees to floor, heart lift, sit bones lift, and exhale, navel to spine, child's pose. One more here. Come back up into tabletop. Heart lift, sit bones lift. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And then just rise onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, look at your hands, and step forward to your fingertips. Coming into standing forward fold. Let your upper body really soften over your legs for a moment here. Micro bend the knee. Feel the feet are parallel. And there's even pressure on inner foot and outer foot, as well as ball of the foot and heel. So you can shift back and forth a few times until you get into that position where you're balanced right in the center. And then your option is to either hook the index middle thumb around the big toe or have your hands on your shins. But we're going to inhale, pull away, extending the heart away from the pubic bone, lifting the gaze slightly. And then exhale, navel to spine, bend the elbows, soften down just a little deeper. Do it again, inhale. Extend away, so whether you're pushing into the shins or holding the toes, create as much length as you can. And then exhale, bend knees, bend elbows, soften back into the forward fold. Good. 3 more like that, please. And as you inhale, excuse me, as you inhale, think of really breathing into those coals and allowing the flames to get longer. And then as you exhale, think of releasing that puff of smoke or ash. Just 1 more here, please. Very nice. And then as you stay here, you can either wrap your arms around the back of your legs and give yourself a hug, or just hold on to the calves. Try your best to get your chest to touch your thighs, and again, micro-bend the knee as much as you need to do that. Watch the tendency to sink in the heel. So lift the tailbone as high as you can, and really let gravity just take the crown of the head so the neck is long. Shoulders are slightly away from the ears, so you feel even more of that length and freedom. And now notice the belly breathing into the thighs. Again, on the inhale, we're feeding the fire with the flame, feeding it with the air, the breath. And then on the exhale, we're letting that puff of smoke, whatever we burned away, is released from the body for good. And you may feel your abdomen into your thighs, but also notice how you can breathe into the kidneys, the back body as well. Two more. Now interlace your fingers behind your back. Take your knuckles up and away from you. Just stretch out your shoulders and just feel all that space there in the back of the heart. If you want to do a little bit of that flossing of the shoulder blades, just to release the tension and build up back here for so many of us. One more breath. And now pressing equally into both feet, extend the heart, pull the knuckles back as you slowly come up into standing. Lift the heart, lift the throat, so you're opening that up, lifting the chin. And then just let it all go. And take a moment to just stand in mountain pose and feel all that energy moving through the body, cleaning and clearing out the nadis. All right, we're going to do a modified version of Sun Salutation C. So starting at the front of your mat, big toes touching, space between the heels, hands together in front of the heart or feet hip distance if you prefer. Inhale, the arms reach up. And exhale, forward fold navel to spine. Step the right leg back, lower the knee down, top of the foot. Inhale up for low lunge. And then exhale, bring your right elbow over, set it on top of your thigh, prayer spinal twist. Inhale here. Exhale, sink a little deeper into the lunge. Take another inhale, work your hands a little closer towards your sternum. And then exhale, step back to plank position. Modify meaning knees to floor, sit bones to heels for child's pose, but the feet are tucked. And then you're going to push out through the feet as you scoop your nose, chest, and chin across the floor. Inhaling into cobra, elbows and shoulders pull back. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward to the fingertips. Lower the left knee to the floor. Inhale up for low lunge. And now exhale, take your left elbow over, prayer spinal twist. Fist with your bottom hand, cup with your top. Inhale here. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, fill both lungs with breath. And then exhale, step your back foot forward, standing forward fold, modifying with Yoga Mudra. Bend and scoop, come through chair into standing extension. So you're going to push the front of the body forward, open up, and then exhale, hands to heart. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold, navel to spine. This time we'll step back with the left leg first. Lower the knee, top of the foot. Inhale up for low lunge. And exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, work the fists or hands towards the sternum. Exhale, step back to plank position. Lower knees to the floor, sit bones to heels, keep the toes tucked. Scoop your nose, chest, chin across the earth. Inhale into cobra, elbows and shoulders pull back. Exhale to downward facing dog. Left leg went back first, so left leg comes forward. Right knee to the floor. Inhale up for low lunge. Exhale, twist. Inhale, stay. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale here, one more, hands by the sternum. And exhale, step forward, yoga mudra modification. Bend and scoop, come through chair, all the way into standing extension. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, navel to spine. Right leg back, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twist, right elbow over. Inhale here. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, fill both lungs with breath. Exhale, step back. Knees to floor, sit bones to heels. Keep the toes tucked, scoop nose, chest, chin across the earth. Inhale into cobra. Exhale to down dog. Right leg forward, left knee to the floor. Inhale up for low lunge. And exhale, twist. Inhale here. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, work the hands towards the heart. Exhale, step forward, standing forward fold, add yoga mudra. Bend and scoop, come through. Full breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, stay. Inhale. Exhale, plank position. Knees down, sit bones back. Scoop nose, chest, chin across the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right leg forward, left knee down. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale here. Exhale, sink. Inhale, stay. Exhale, forward fold. Step forward, interlace for yoga mudra. Bend and scoop, come through, full breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Left side, inhale. Exhale, fold. Left leg back first. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale here. Exhale, soften. Inhale. Exhale, step back to plank. Knees down, sit bones back. Scoop forward, nose, chest, chin. Inhaling. Exhale, down dog. Left leg forward. Right knee down. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, step forward. Interlace. Bend and scoop, come through, full breath in. Exhale to heart, just one more round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Right leg back, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, plank. Knees down, sit bones back. Inhale, scoop through. Exhale, down dog. Right leg forward. Left knee down, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, yoga mudra. Bend and scoop, come through, full breath in. Exhale to heart, you just gotta finish on the left side. So inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Left leg back, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, keep deepening it, inhale. Exhale, plank position. Knees down, sit bones back. Inhale, scoop through. Exhale, down dog. Left leg back. Left leg went back first. Left leg comes forward. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, step forward. Yoga mudra. Bend and scoop, come through. And exhale, hands to heart. And now either keep your hands at your heart or down by your side and just rest in Samastiti. Just feeling that prana moving through the body. And again, the physical expression of warmth, heat, tapping into the fire in the navel. Slow the breath down. Good. And then have two blocks handy near the front of your mat. You may or may not need them. Start with your feet hip distance apart and then just step your right foot back. So you want to make sure you have a shorter stance, only about 2.5, 3 feet, back toes pointing slightly towards the right upper corner of your mat. And you want to feel stable in your hips here. So hands onto the sacrum to start. Inhale the right arm up. Breathe into this right lateral. And now exhale, microbend the front knee and just come down to halfway, reaching crown and fingers away from tailbone. Press into the feet and inhale, come up. Do that again. Exhale, come down to halfway. So trying to keep that arm in alignment with the ear and really extend through the spine. So how much space can you get? Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Inhale. Now, on your next exhale, see if you can go 3/4. So 3/4 of the way, trying to keep that neck, torso, tailbone in a straight line. Press into the feet. Inhale, come up. Do it again, 3/4 of the way. Inhale. One more like that, total of 3. Keep lengthening, lengthening, lengthening through the spine. Inhale, come up. Now this one, we're going to go all the way down to stay. So inhale, both arms reach up to the best of your ability. Keep those arms in alignment with your ears. Keep extending forward like someone's pulling your arms away from you. And then the fingertips can come to the floor or to your blocks if you need them. Now fingers in a finger stand. Inhale, extend your heart forward. Again, feel what it's like to lift away from gravity. Exhale, pull the navel to the spine, soften over the leg. Inhale, extend away, using that strength, press into the feet. Exhale, melt. One more, inhale, extend away. And now this time we're going to stay in the posture. So you're going to stay, soften, let some of those layers release. Keep hugging the inner thighs towards the midline to feel stability. If you feel like you're sinking into any of your joints, lift up out of them. Let your head and neck soften though. Upper body is really soft, legs are doing work, but the upper body relaxes. Feel that you're breathing into that fire in the abdomen. See if you can get it all the way down to the coals. One more here. Now, using your blocks if you need them, you're going to extend your spine again. I want you to feel how much space can you create in that spine. So if your hands are on the blocks or on the floor and they're flat and you don't feel like you can get that total upper body extension, then just lift them up a little higher. Keep pressing into the feet here. Now you've got options. You can have the right hand on the floor, right hand on the block underneath the right shoulder. Or if you're feeling a little more stable today, you can take that hand to the outside of the left foot. Left hand's going to go onto the sacrum. Squeeze and rotate your navel to the left. If you can, turn your gaze to the side wall. Keep pressing into the feet. Keep squeezing those inner thighs and send the heart forward as you lift that left arm up in the air. And if the heart feels like it collapses when you reach the arm up, then just keep the hand on the sacrum. Work on extending the crown of the head away from the sit bones. Keep breathing here. And yes, it's effort. So we've got to counter that effort with as much softness as we can find. Breathe into your fire. Use your breath. One more. And then melt over that leg again, finding that squared position, everything soft. See if you find a few more layers to melt into with that heat and warmth. Full breath here. And then step the back foot forward. Come into standing forward fold. If you want, you can micro-bend your knees and wrap your arms around your legs like we started. And just let everything soften. Head and neck is relaxed. Notice where you're holding your pressure in your feet. So we'll shift back to those patterns, particularly when we're trying or over trying. So see if you can soften back into balance. One more here. And then inhale the arms out wide. Press equally into both feet. Come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. And just take a moment there. It's intense. I feel like maybe it's just my body, but every time I do that pose, it's a lot of effort. Shoulders are soft, face, jaw, neck, everything relaxes. Again, concentrate any warmth that you find in the fire center. So don't let it come from the head, or if it does start to arise near the head, see if you can consciously send it down. Let's do the other side. So again, we're going to be feet hip distance apart. Hands to the hips. You're just stepping your left foot back this time. And again, just about 2.5, 3 feet. You can find that stance that feels most comfortable. Back toes angled towards the upper left corner of your mat. Hands onto the sacrum to start. This time we'll inhale, left arm reaches up and in alignment with the ear, breathe into that left lateral. Exhale, micro bend the front knee and just come down to halfway. Try to keep the head, neck, torso, tailbone in a straight line. Inhale, press into the feet, come back up and repeat it again. Exhale, come down. Inhale up and notice how you can use your breath to do that work. Exhale. Inhale. Now this time, see if you can do that 3/4 of the way. Keep pressing equally into both feet. One more 3/4. Now this time we're going to go into that full forward fold. So if you can, both arms in alignment with the ears. Try to activate the back body, lengthen like someone's pulling you forward, so much space as possible. And then hands land where they will. You can use your blocks if you feel like you need them, or just fingers in a finger stand. Okay, we'll take those 3 sthithis. So inhale, pull the chest away, feels like monkey pose. Heart comes forward, exhale, melt into it. Do it again, inhale, pull away. Exhale. Pull away again, as much room in that front body as you can get. And then stay and melt through some of those layers. So be willing to let go through the back of the leg, through the spine, wherever you're holding your attention. One more.
Now you want to lift your chest up. So if you need to use your blocks to do that, go ahead. We want to get that long, flat spine. And you're going to press equally into both feet. Keep squeezing the inner thighs towards the midline. Now you can have your blocks on any edge. Left hand can either go on the floor or on the block underneath the left shoulder. Or if you're feeling a little stronger, you can take the left hand to the outside of the right foot on the floor or block. Now, right hand to sacrum. You're going to squeeze those inner thighs. Shift your gaze to the side wall. And then keep rotating the navel to the right. As you squeeze those thighs a little bit closer together, maybe you can reach the arm up in the air. Again, if it collapses the heart, bring the arm back down. Free the sternum away from the pubic bone. Send it towards the front. Hips to the back. Face soft, jaw soft. There's so much effort. Find those places of softness. And then melt over that front leg. Use that warmth to just soften. Let the head and neck go. And then step the back foot forward, come into standing forward fold. Relax over both legs. It'll micro bend the knee. Wrap the arms around the legs if you'd like. And then really let go. Head and neck is soft. No tension there. Even the pressure in your feet. One more breath here. Now this time, inhale to monkey pose. Flat back, so hands on the shin, crown away from the tailbone. And we'll exhale and step back to downward facing dog. And then shift forward into plank position on your inhale. And exhale, bring your knees to the floor. Lift your toes behind you. Modified chaturanga. Tops of the feet ground. Inhale, cobra. Elbows and shoulders are pulling back. And exhale, downward facing dog. So come onto the balls of your feet and reach your right leg up in the air. Exhale the left heel down. Now after all that leg work, this will feel really nice to stack right hip over left. And I like to bring my left forearm to the floor, gazing up at the right inner arm, just because it provides a little more stability for the shoulders. Inhale the leg as long as you can. Exhale, bend the knee, draw the heel to the glute. Inhale, extend the leg away. Exhale, bend the knee, draw the heel to the glute. One more like that. Inhale, extend away. And exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, come off the forearm, swing the right leg through to the fingertips, and you're going to set the pose up by lining the front heel with the arch of the back foot in a nice long stance. Come up through warrior one, open hip and shoulder to the left for warrior two. Good. Inhale the arms long here. Exhale, right forearm to the thigh, left arm up and over the head, extend. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, right forearm to the thigh, left arm up and over the head. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale. Now, inhale, come back to warrior two. Bring your right hand down to your thigh. Pull your left arm and shoulder and hip over, and you can even let that back heel angle out, and we're going to come into a twist. Now, if this is too deep for you, just pivot on the ball of the back foot and be in a high lunge position. Anchor down through that bottom elbow, rotate the navel to the right, and have a nice deep twist here. Breathing. Feel the fascia unwind. Concentrate on the fire in the navel center. Two more. Good. Release. Walk the right toes in towards the center, hands to the center, wide foot spreading posture. If your stance feels a little long, just heel toe your feet in, hands onto the back of the legs, slide them down, hook the index middle thumb around your big toe. Draw the crown of the head to the earth and now just melt here in the symmetrical posture, really enjoying that relaxation and the warmth, melting the back of the legs. Maybe if you're comfortable, get the crown of the head to touch the earth. Breathe deeply here. Of course, if you have that block nearby, you can always have the block touch the crown of the head. One more breath. Now pivot back towards the front of your mat into high lunge position and exhale, step back to downward facing dog. And just take a moment there. Find that symmetrical pose, enjoy it, breathe. And then come onto the balls of your feet, bend your knees, look at your hands, step or lightly hop forward. Inhale to monkey pose, flat back. Exhale and forward fold. Inhale, lift and rise all the way up, arms reach. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment, just feel maybe some warmth. Last breath, concentrate on the fire. The inhale feeds those flames. The exhale releases the ash. That's all that stuff that you're burning away, letting go, clearing out. Okay. At the front of your mat, inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway to monkey pose. Hands on the shin, flat back. Exhale, step or lightly hop back to downward facing dog. And from down dog, we'll inhale to plank position. Exhale, bring the knees to the floor, squeeze tight chaturanga. Tops of the feet ground. Inhale to cobra. And exhale to downward facing dog. Again, feet are beat together. Balls of the feet. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale the right heel down. Inhale the left as high as you can. If you want to slide that forearm down, gaze up at the left inner arm, go ahead. And then inhale, extend as long as you can through that leg. Exhale, bend the knee, draw the heel to the glute. Inhale, extend away. Exhale, heel to glute. Inhale, extend. Exhale, heel to glute. And now inhale, extend one more time. Come off that forearm, square the hip. Send the knee into the chest, and then lunge that foot to the fingertips. Line the front heel with the arch of the back foot. You're having a fairly long stance. Come up through warrior one, open hip and shoulder to the right for warrior two. Keep pressing into the feet. Open that knee towards the pinky toe side of your foot. Inhale the arms long. Exhale, left forearm to the thigh, right arm up and over the head. Extended. Inhale, come up to warrior two. Exhale. Extend. Feel that lateral stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now this time we're going to take that left hand down. Right arm, shoulder, hip, and even that heel points out a little bit as you bring the elbow onto the thigh for twisting side angle. If that's too intense on your knee, pivot on the ball of the back foot for high lunge. It's a deep twist, but it feels so good. So inhale here, full breath in, expand the flames. Exhale, rotate deeper. Keep breathing into those coals. Get down into that base. As the body releases, keep deepening the twist. One more. And now again, we're going to bring fingertips to the floor. We're going to turn those left toes towards the center. Walk it in if you need to, if the stance feels really long. Hands slide down the back of the legs. And then hook the index middle thumb around the big toe. Bend the elbows out wide. Draw the crown of the head towards the earth. And just rest. Shoulders away from the ears. Let that spine continue to subtly unwind from that deep twist. And now hands into the shoulders, lift the chest halfway, heel toe your feet in till you're just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And bring your hands onto your thighs. Lift your chest, bend your right elbow down, right shoulder releases. And then switch and bend your left elbow, left shoulder releases. And just keep twisting back and forth that upper body. Right elbow bends. Left elbow. And then slowly come back up to standing. And then just be here and rest. Notice if you're warm. Tap into that fire in the navel center. See and feel the flames expand on inhalation, puff of smoke on exhalation. Release it. Okay, so we're going to do some Ognizara Prep. So if you want to come back to about hip distance apart. In the body position for Ognizara, the hands go to mid-thighs, and the arms are straight, and that's like kickstands holding the spine up. So the shoulders do come up slightly by the ears, and that's okay. But we do want to maintain as much of a flat spine as possible. So take a full inhale here. And then as you exhale, bend down, come into the body position. So fingers point in towards the inner thighs. Arms are straight. And we're going to do Ognizara Prep. So on your inhale, you're breathing a full breath in and then sending it from the nasal passages through the chest, the ribs, the belly, into the pelvic floor. And as you get it into the pelvic floor, lift the tailbone. Now, as you exhale, bring your exhale up from the feet. So activate the arches of the feet. Send that exhale up through the legs. Now lift the pelvic floor. Push the breath out from the abdomen, from the rib cage, all the way out till you can't go anymore. And then as soon as you need to breathe in, inhale through the nasal passages, chest, ribs, belly, pelvic floor. Tailbone lifts as the breath gets in there. Exhale from the feet. Breathing and pushing that breath out from the pelvic floor, abdomen, rib cage, chest. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Emptying out that belly. Keep going. One more. Now when you finish the exhale, breathe in one more time. Inhale. And then release the posture and just stand for a moment and feel. Again, concentration in the abdomen. Just notice the warmth. So if that's comfortable for you, it has no retention in it, so it's fairly safe for everybody to do.
So if you want to work with retention, we're going to first work with Uddiyana and then Ognizara Kriya. So we'll start here. Again, if you don't want to do retention of the breath, then stick with what we just did. Otherwise, full breath in. Exhale all the breath out through the mouth. Get as much of it out as you can. The more breath you get out, the easier the suction will be. Then straighten your arms, straighten your spine, and suck everything in and up. So lift the pelvic floor, the navel goes up underneath the rib cage. You're hollowed out through the belly. There's no breath in. It's really a complete empty sensation. And then inhale when you need to. Relax the muscles first and take your breath. And I like to stand up in between, but you don't have to. You can stay down. Let's try that again. Inhale, full breath in. Exhale all the breath out. Hold the breath out. Don't breathe in. Straighten the arms, straighten spine. Suck everything in and up. Relax the abdomen first before you take your inhale, and then come back up into standing. Just one more like that with Uddiyana. Inhale. Exhale all the breath out. Hold the breath out. Don't breathe in. Straighten arms, straighten spine. Suck everything in and up. Relax the abdomen, take a breath. Now, if you want to do Ognizara, it's the same thing as Uddiyana. You suck everything in and up, you're holding on retention, but then you can relax the musculature and pull it in, relax the musculature and pull it in. That's not a manipulation of breath, that's a manipulation just strictly of the muscles pumping the diaphragm. Okay, let's try that together. Full breath in. Exhale all the breath out. Hold the breath out. Don't breathe in. Straighten arms, straighten spine. Suck everything in and up. Find Uddiyana first. Then relax your musculature. Pull it in. Relax. Pull it in. Relax. Pull it in. Just do as many pumps as you can do comfortably. As soon as you need to breathe in, you honor that. Relax the musculature. Stand up and take a breath. Let's try it again. Ognizara. Full breath in. Exhale all the breath out. Find Uddiyana first. Relax the musculature, pull it in, relax, pull it in, relax, pull it in, and come up when you need a breath. Again. Good, two more. Last one. No rush. When you finish, just stand in mountain pose and notice the warmth. And again, if it's near the head or in the head, drop it down into the belly. Feel the flames down there. Warming the belly, warming the heart. Head stays cool. Last breath. Okay, we're going to use that warmth. We just have one more major asana, and then we're going to go down into the floor. One more major standing asana. So you're going to want to put your blocks near the front of your mat. Hands to the hips. We're going to start with weight into the left foot. Slowly begin to flex the right foot, coming towards Warrior 3. So press the right heel back, hips stay as squared as possible. Now hands are going to come down to those blocks. Left block you want to have as high as you can. And then you can go lower if you need to. So once again, we're going to place the right hand onto that block about 6 to 10 inches in front of the big toe. Once the left hand's on the sacrum, rotate the navel to the left. If it's comfortable, lift the left arm up in the air. If it's not comfortable, just keep the hand on the sacrum. Flex the heel away from the crown of the head. Breathe deeply here. Keep pressing that back heel strongly away from the crown of the head. One more breath. And then melt into the forward fold. So just soften both legs. Soften the upper body over both legs. Head and neck is relaxed. Good, and then just from here, we'll lift the left leg up in the air. And you can look at your back toes. They should point straight down. So we're back into that Warrior 3 position. Lift the chest. So you can feel that height there, just like we did when we did the twisting triangle pose. And now it's the right block that's going to go on the tallest edge ideally to start, or maybe on the middle edge, about 6 to 10 inches in front of the big toe. And now your left hand onto that block, right hand onto the sacrum. Extend that back leg back. Press through the heel of the foot. Rotate the navel and the gaze to the right. Open up the chest. As you anchor down, if it feels comfortable, take the right arm up. Breathe deeply here. Keep pressing that heel away. Use your breath. And then gently melt. Bring the left leg down to meet the right. Standing forward, fold over the legs. Let everything shake out. Head yes, head no, just release. And then last vinyasa, we'll inhale to monkey pose, flat back. Exhale, step, or lightly hop back to plank position. Again, lower knees to floor. Squeeze the elbows tight into your sides till your belly comes down. Inhale into cobra. Elbows and shoulders pull back. And exhale this time to child's pose. Taking the knees wider than the hips, toes touch behind you, melt down. So forehead to the mat. Feel that balance between efforting and relaxation. One more breath here. Now you can guide your knees back towards the center. Tuck your toes, reach out through your feet and scoop your nose, chest and chin across the floor. Inhale into cobra. Tops of the feet press down. Exhale, turn your cheek to one side and come down. So we'll repeat that again. Inhale to cobra. Press into the tops of the feet as well as pubic bone. Lifting the heart, exhale, and come down. So low cobra has your low ribs on the floor, and you're welcome to just come that about the halfway up. Very good for strengthening the upper back muscles. But if you have the strength today and you want to go a little higher, keep the pubic bone down and come into a higher cobra. And turn your cheek to the side. And keep going here. Inhaling, exhaling.
2 more on each side. Good, last round. Use the strength of the back. And then when you come down, you're going to just soften the cheek to one side, relax the arms by your side, and completely melt. Surrender into the earth. And turn your cheek to the other side. And then we're just going to roll over onto our backs. So right from here, just going right onto your back. Have a block handy nearby. So starting with Supta Dandasana, we're going to extend the legs straight up in the air. Spine is flat. If you can, hook the index middle thumb around your big toe. Flex the feet. Lift the inner ankle up towards the ceiling. Pull the pinky toe side of your foot back. Breathe deeply here. And work on elongating the tailbone from the crown of the head. So in many ways, this is like your forward fold, but on your back, where there's less efforting. You can get that nice long spine. Two more breaths. Keep releasing the shoulders down into their sockets. And then widen the legs. So you can either hold the toes or you can just place your hands on your inner thighs and just let the pressure of the hands do the work. But also let gravity take over here. So feeling again just a relaxation, no effort. Spine fully supported by the earth. We did a lot of work on those legs and those inner thighs, so this is really nice to counterpose some of that. Last breath here. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together and wrap the hands around the feet and draw the heels towards the glutes. Again, spine is really long, so tailbone is reaching away from the crown. You might even feel that the lumbar spine lifts slightly as you do that action. Couple more breaths here. Again, even though we're starting to prepare for Shavasana, just really keeping the breath in the abdomen, still feeling the fire, still feeding those flames. Those burning red hot coals in the base. And then holding the outside edges of your feet, open your feet up wide. And for happy baby here, rock a little bit from side to side on the spine. So knees sink towards the armpits. Weight of the arms is enough to do the work. And then bring your left foot down, foot flat, knee bent, right foot on top of that knee.
And you can reach the right hand through the triangle between the legs. Left hand comes around the back of the thigh, interlace, and draw the knee to the chest. So pigeon pose on your back. And then just feel that releasing that right hip. If your elbow happens to touch the knee, you can press it open. Breathe deeply here. Very nice. Now we'll place that left foot down, and you can either repeat what we just did, or you can reach the outside of the right foot into the crease of the left elbow. Right arm wraps around the knee, and try to extend the left leg long to the floor. And then if you tighten the hip, just wiggle a little bit from side to side. Again, just loosening up that area of the body. Getting some flexibility. Keep pulling the pinky toe side of your right foot back. And now, no matter which position you were just in, take the outside of the right foot into the crease of the left hip and thigh. Relax the upper body back into the mat, right hand onto the thigh, and press the knee away. So we're just here in half lotus, just stretching the hip in another direction. One more deep breath into the fire. And then we'll switch. We'll bring the right foot down, left foot on top of the knee, left arm through the hole. Right hand comes around, interlace behind the thigh. And now draw that knee closer to your chest. So pigeon pose on your back. Again, if the left elbow happens to press into the thigh, then you can help open it up a little deeper. Both feet are flexed to protect the knees. Breathe here. Full breaths into the fire. Spine fully supported by the earth. Allow yourself to relax and use some of that heat we created to find more space in the body. Now, placing the right foot down, you can either repeat what we just did a moment ago, or you can take your left outer foot into the crease of the right elbow, wrap the left hand around and extend the right leg long. And then again, you're rocking back and forth here if you find some tension there in the hip. And sometimes you find that one side's a little tighter than the other. That's okay. That's very normal. And then gently release the upper body back down into the mat. Grab the outside edge of the right foot. Take it into the crease of the right hip, right thigh. And then left hand can gently push into the left leg, sending the knee down towards the floor to the best of your ability. Now in half lotus on the other side. Keep relaxing. And then just gently release that. And if you have your block, now would be the time to grab it. We're going to come into a modified Viparita Karani, so feet flat. Press equally into both feet. Lift up into bridge, lifting the hips as high as you can, and slide the block underneath them. Ideally, you want that block on the tall edge. If that doesn't happen or doesn't work, middle edge is perfectly fine. If you're at the beginning of your cycle, you might want to just keep the spine flat. Legs extend up in the air, reach out through the balls of the feet, spread the toes. Arms are down by your sides, and you can actually tuck your shoulder blades slightly underneath you. Palms face up. You want to feel supported by the blocks so that you don't have to use any effort to hold up the legs. And now just enjoy. There was a lot of challenging postures at the beginning of the practice, so really just enjoy the warmth in the body, the flexibility that's there. And this final piece just sends anything else that's heavy or dense in the base of the body, sends all that stuff towards the fire in the abdomen. And just like fuel, the fire consumes it and turns it into light. Maybe notice a glow in the area of the abdomen, a healing, nourishing light that surrounds the body. Just 2 more breaths. Keep visualizing, keep breathing. And then very slowly start to come down, 1 foot at a time, back into bridge. Allow the body to just settle there for a moment, feeling stability of both feet on the ground. And then come up onto the balls of your feet. Slide your block out in 1 vertebrae at a time. Just melt the spine into the mat. 1 vertebrae at a time. And then you get to the tailbone, you just let that relax. Widen the feet, let the knees fall into one another, and just rest the hands on the abdomen. Just feel the warmth there in the abdomen, or even from the hands soaking into the belly. One more breath here. And then we'll prepare for Shavasana and try to minimize your movement. So if you're in a cooler room, you might want to put your socks and sweaters back on, or maybe a blanket to cover you. An eye pillow is really nice, or some light piece of cloth to cover the eyes if you're in a lighted room. But keep the mind in this calm state, peaceful state that we've just created as you settle onto your back. Feet are a little wider than hip distance apart, arms are down by the sides, palms face up, shoulder blades tuck underneath you, heart is open.
And then just let gravity do the work. So we've done a good job calming the nervous system down after that effort. And now just feel the body basking in the heat and the glow, the warmth of the inner fire. So very slowly begin to deepen your breath. And as your breath deepens, just gently start to feel it move to fingers and toes. And you can start to wiggle them. And you roll wrists, roll ankles. And without rushing, you can gently bring knees to chest. Give yourself a hug. And then curl to your right side into fetal. Head resting on the arm as a pillow. And then placing the hand into the earth, slowly come back up into seated. Head and neck heavy, eyes closed as you come up. And just prop your sit bones up for a few moments here of meditation. And tall spine, relaxed body. Go back to your visualization in the abdomen. And without imposing any will upon it, just observe the fire there. Notice if it's changed from when we first started until now. A fire is a delicate thing. Too much of it and we get burned. Too little and we don't have the motivation and what we need to alchemize our food, our experiences, even the contents of our mind. Some have said that yoga itself is likened to fire. It is the practice of fire, of awakening, of transformation, the bringer of light. So as you bow your head, bring your hands to your heart, and just go back to the intention that we set. Trust that you received what you could receive from this practice and let the rest go. Let's seal the practice with a chant of Om. Deep inhale in. Long exhale out. Another deep inhale in. Namaste. So bask in that inner radiance. That is your true nature. Let the heat from the glow of the fire penetrate every cell, tissue, and organ with healing, nourishment, rejuvenation.
inhale, bring the warmth and light and nourishment into every cell. Pause at the top of the inhale and soak it in. As soon as you need to exhale, melt it outward through the body, beyond the skin, into your energy field. Again, from the glow of the fire, bring in that warmth. Inhale. Warmth, light, energy. Pause at the top of inhale, soak it into every cell. Just absorb it. And exhale and send it out through the rest of the body to the skin and into the energy field all around you. Good. 4 more like that, please. And then just release all effort and sit in that warmth and that glow and that light once again. And just lower your chin to your chest. Gradually deepen your breath. And bring your hands back together in front of your heart. And just go back to the intention we set and trust that you received what you could receive and let the rest go. And we'll seal the practice with a chant of Om. Ram Agni Swaha. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for practice. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And in the description is a link to the Patreon account if you want to donate. I'd greatly appreciate it. Namaste.